Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know it's a Sunday, so you guys are probably not expecting a video from me. However, there's been some huge news in Haikyu Fly High, so let's talk about it. And like always, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for some Haikyu Fly High videos. Now, let's get into the news. Now, I want to say full credit goes out to Red Panda Gaming. He's the one who created the first video on this, at least the one that I saw. And so, yeah, I'm going to link the original video down in the description below if you guys want to watch the original video. Now, we're actually not going to watch the video. We're just going to skim through and look at the screenshots of kind of the big points that are going to be coming in this new update very soon. So the first piece of news is that Kageyama is going to be coming out next Wednesday. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. I think a goldfish could even know the fact that Kageyama being the last UR character, he is going to be the next one after Komori. So that is going to be this upcoming Wednesday. Now, one of the most surprising news of this video is the fact that Hinata is actually going to be coming out on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. Now, originally, we thought he was going to be coming out on the 31st on New Year's Eve, but what they're going to be doing now, it looks like they're going to be rotating between a UR and an SP character every other week. Now, again, I'm just relaying this information from Red Panda's video. I just want to let my community know what's going on next. But in terms of my thoughts on this is actually not the greatest thing, just because the UR Kageyama does go well with the SP Hinata. And so for people who want to pick up Kageyama, they have to pick him up as well as Hinata within a short time frame of each other. Now, I do like the fact that they are doing something on Christmas Eve and something as big as the SP Hinata. That part is fantastic. But the fact that they're so close to each other, kind of, you have to take a step back and look at it from the perspective of how many diamonds can I spend on getting Kageyama versus Hinata, and you really have to weigh that out, plus their memories on top of that, right? So it might be a little bit more realistic to pair the SP Hinata with the SP Kenma that will, I guess, come out in 2 weeks. So that would be the first week of January, I believe, for SP Kenma. So that's going to be really interesting to see what people do in terms of their teams, for the free-to-play players especially. I'm not going to do a full breakdown on the skills for both of these characters, but I'll leave it on the screen for you guys to see. So first up here, we have the UR Kageyama. And then next up, we have the SP Hinata. Now again, remember the UR Kageyama does have a dual bond with the SSR Hinata as well as the SP Hinata. So for those of you who maybe aren't able to pick up the SP one and you do have the SSR one, at the very least, you'll still get the most out of that Hinata with the UR Kageyama. Now, in terms of the other things that are happening, there's actually a lot. So in terms of rewards and events, so I don't know if you guys remember during Bokuto's original event, we had the treasure hunt, and now the treasure hunt brought out a ton of rewards, diamonds, tickets, those milk vouchers. We got a ton of stuff from that. So I don't know if they're going to scale it up for this event, but that treasure hunt event is coming back. And then next up, we have the daily winter wonders. Now, this is the part of the video where you're going to get more of my opinion. So first, with the SP Hinata coming out early, not really the biggest fan of that, but that's just, logically speaking in terms of diamonds to pity ratio. But for this, for the rewards, it's kind of along the same lines. So as you can see, in total, for the 7 days for your login, you get 6 UR tickets, you get 5 SSR tickets, and then you get 5 of the SP tickets as well. Not to mention 10 memory tickets on top of that with some stamina, XP, etc. Now again, is this more than what they usually give? Absolutely. Am I happy that they're doing this? Absolutely. But take into account that some people's UR pities are in the 140 range. What is 6 UR tickets really going to do to a 140 pity? Now, I don't want to sound like I'm being greedy or that I'm ungrateful, because I am appreciative of the devs for taking this kind of big step during the holiday season. However, if you look at the grand scheme of things, I feel like they could have done better. But in reality, it comes down to one big thing. On December 24th and December 25th, in your Haikyu Fly High games, there's going to be 2 codes given out, one on the 24th, one on the 25th. They're secret gift codes. We don't know what they're going to be, but there could be some massive rewards inside. Now, if the gift codes are like at least 1,500 diamonds or the equivalent of that, so 10 UR tickets plus 10 SP tickets, I think that is going to be pretty good. But if it's anything less than that, honestly, it's going to be kind of a letdown in my opinion. Because again, I don't see why it's a bad thing to give people maybe 20 SP tickets or 20 UR tickets. I think that's fair value, considering that the UR pity is 140. The SP one, I'm assuming, is also going to be 140. And I know those characters are, the cream of the crop. But we're at the half-year anniversary at this point. only new players are really going to be struggling. Like anybody who's played any sort of substantial time in the game so far, you have UR players by now, or at least you should. And plus, a half year anniversary doesn't really happen too often. Like we have to wait till July, August of next year before we get the 1 year anniversary. So why not give people 20 UR and 20 SP tickets? But nonetheless, make sure you guys are in the game on those days. Look out for those codes, redeem it, and yeah, hopefully we get something really, really nice. Oh yeah, and also on top of that, you get a little portrait frame for being on the game on Christmas. For those of you who do have an X account, make sure you follow the Haikyu Fly High English Twitter account because there's going to be a giveaway. You can win a UR Kageyama and an SP Hinata, so that is very nice. And here it says creator giveaway. So again, there's a select few creators. I'm not one of those, so we can kind of ignore this. But if you guys want to go check out Red Panda, Haiken, Miklik, there's a bunch of creators out there, part of this creator network. They will be giving away SP tickets, so make sure you guys go and do that. And then we have some in-game updates. So this is actually going to be probably the biggest part of this update. So first up, we have lineup specialty rules adjusted. Now, I'm assuming this means positionless. I'm assuming. I don't think they dub it as positionless, but lineup specialty right now is determined by your setter. And as we know in the Freedom Championship game, it depends on how many tags you have. So if you have more receive tags, then your team becomes receive-based, power, quick, etc. And then they added new specialty trial difficulty stages. So right now, hard, I believe, is the max. So they're going to be adding more to that. So that's going to be good. Potential system and practice stages updated. So I think there's going to be new potentials added to the game. It does say system though, so they might change the way potential works as well. We don't really know. So stay tuned for that. Practice stages updated. I don't know if that means that there's going to be more practice stages added or if they're going to change the current 400. So again, we'll have to wait and see. Adjustments to the daily and weekly missions. So that's just going to be the different things that you need to do. At least that's what it looks like to me. Quick match mode now supports 3x speed. So right now I use quick match mode a lot and it's 2x speed. So 3 times is going to be very nice. And then last up, we have new themed furniture sets available for those of you who really care about your base. There's going to be some new furniture sets added there. So yeah, that's what's going to be coming in the game in the next couple weeks as we get into Christmas and the new year. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think of this huge new update coming to Haikyu Fly High? And we will be live this Tuesday for Haikyu Fly High and team reviews. And we will be live on Wednesday trying to pull the UR Kageyama. I'm kind of limited for resources, but we'll see if we can pull him. And we will be covering the entirety of the winter update on this channel, so make sure to click like and subscribe for more videos and stay tuned for that. Peace.